Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. Well, this is the week of August 16 to 22 Fly Fishing Report. Let's get to it. All right, I want to talk about summer doldrums. First part, warm water. We're calling volunteer Hoot out. Yep, it's that time you really need to watch the water temperature. Carry a thermometer, take the temperature. 68 to 70, don't take fish out of the water. Over 70, quit fishing. You don't have a thermometer? Step in the water, put your hand in the water. If it feels cold, it's probably okay. Feels warm, it's probably not okay. Easiest way I can explain it. Let's start talking about the fishing. Upper Owens River. Middle of the day, kind of tough. Wind's coming up, it's hot. Fish aren't doing much. Well, fish are doing their thing. Insects aren't doing theirs. A few insects here and there, so not a lot of fish feeding. Early in the morning, insects are hatching, fish are feeding. We're still catching them on everything. Nips, dries, streamers. Streamers, use woolly buggers, use matukas. Dries, use elk hair caddis, parachute Adams, stimulators, grasshoppers. Nips, I'm using gold-ribbed hare's ears, and I'm using pheasant tails. What are we catching? Really big fish, down to like 3 inches, all the way up to 12 inches. Rainbows and browns. Okay, let's go over to Hog Creek. It's fishing tough. No hatches, hard to get the fish to come to the surface, take a fly, particularly in the canyon. The weeds are so thick that really all you can fish in there is with a dry fly. I was using caddis imitations and grasshoppers. Got a few to come up to the surface, take the flies, but it's tough in there right now. Typical summer doldrums. If you're out there when the hatch is coming off, it's going to fish good. But if there's nothing coming to the surface, you got to work hard. With all the weeds, it's really tough to get a nymph in there. All right, Crawley Lake. They're doing good in there. They're fishing still at McGee Bay, where McGee Creek comes in that flats area over there. They're using midges. They're stripping streamers. Yes, believe it or not, this early in the year, the Sacramento perch young of the year in there, and they're fishing flies that imitate them and catch them. What flies are we fishing in there? Typical midges. We're using gray midges, tiger midges, zebra midges, albino barons. We're using balanced perch patterns in there. We're also using damselfly nymphs, and we're also using calabatus nymphs. Okay, down the hill, Lower Owens River. It's right at 300 CFS. I'm just going to leave it at that. Not time to fish it yet. Okay, Bishop Creek Canal. Man, it's smoking hot during the day. We're supposed to get a break into this week, into next week. If that happens, might get out and fish it again. Otherwise, get out really early or really late. Nymphs, dries, they're both working. Dry flies, I'm using Adam's Parachute, Blue Wings Olives. Nymphs, I'm using midges, tiger midges, zebra midges, pheasant tails, and gold-ribbed hare's ear. Well, this has been Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, every Tuesday at Mahogany Smoked Meats, and yes, on lpptv.us.